So the LA Chargers have just signed J.K. Dobbins. Not only have they signed one ex-Ravens running back, they also signed Gus Edwards earlier in this offseason. So having Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins in your backfield to replace Austin Ekeler's production, overall, I think it's not a bad move at all. When they're both on the field, I think they're a pretty good duo. As far as J.K. Dobbins has a lot of potential to be a 1. The only thing about J.K. obviously is extremely injury prone. The Ravens drafted Dobbins in the second round in the 2020 draft. He played 15 games as a rookie, but the 25-year-old missed the entire 2021 year with a torn ACL. In 2022, he only made 8 appearances before he tore his Achilles. He also had some knee issues as well. Just all kinds of messed up, honestly. And, he's a talented back when he's on the field, man. But that's the thing. The best availability is availability. So far in his career, he's rushed for a total of 805 yards, 9 touchdowns. His best year, his rookie year, he rushed for 805 yards, 9 touchdowns, an average 5.8 yards per carry. So we will see if JK can stay healthy. You can't really rely on him. So I'm guessing Gus Edwards is going to be the 1 there, and JK is probably going to be the 2. The Chargers have obviously had a pretty interesting offseason. Obviously, Jim Harbaugh was the big catch, the big fish. Huge franchise move right there. Probably the best thing the Chargers have done in a long time. As far as the running back position goes, the Ekeler relationship was kind of deteriorating the last couple of years. He wanted a big bag, but they weren't really willing to give it to him. I think injury issues and overall size issues and durability issues made the Chargers hesitant to really commit to him in that type of way. And at the same time, besides last year, every other year Ekeler has been pretty productive and he's looked pretty good. Except for last year, of course. He just looked a little off. I don't know if he was injured or he was too distracted with his contract issues and whatnot, but he looked off, and I thought it was kind of a kind of bizarre signing to go to Washington. I don't know, they already have Brian Robinson there, and I don't know, I just thought that was a weird move for Ekeler. Why not go somewhere for a year, prove to everyone that you're a 1, and then get kind of maybe a bigger bag the following year. But at the same side of that, he's been around for a while, so I don't know how much he has left in the tank. He probably didn't want to burn himself out. Playing the running back is one of the most physical positions in the NFL. That's why they don't last too long. So maybe he just wanted a smaller workload for this upcoming year. So fair play to him, I guess. But to go back to the Chargers, I feel like they really wanted Saquon Barkley. I just have this feeling that they really wanted him to be the replacement for Austin Ekeler. Obviously, that did not happen. So I feel like they kind of had to adjust on the fly with the Gus Edwards signing and obviously the J.K. Dobbins signing. Don't be surprised if they draft a running back too in this upcoming draft. I think that would be a smart move, just to get some fresh legs in there, and why not take a flyer. But yeah, Chargers fans, Ravens fans, is this a good move? 2 ex-Ravens running backs now on the Chargers. How productive do you think they're going to be? And I think this year, the Chargers are going to be one of the most fascinating teams in the NFL to watch. I mean, just Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert alone is going to be fascinating to watch every week. I really think this team could be AFC Championship caliber right off the bat. I know their roster's kind of been stripped down a little bit, especially in the receiver department, but You know, they have the 5th overall pick. Who do y'all think they're going to take? They could go receiver, they could go tackle, really a top pick to whatever skill position they want, because 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4 are all going to be quarterbacks. So in a way, they kind of have the first overall pick in the draft since they don't really need a quarterback, right? So if you're a Chargers fan, if you're a Jim Harbaugh fan, Herbert fan, a lot to be optimistic about. I think this is going to be a really fun and good year for them. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Do you think these are 2 good signings? Do you think the Chargers are going to be a playoff team this year? I'd put a respectable bet that they will be a playoff team, even with the Chiefs. I mean, the Raiders and the Broncos are probably going to be a threat at all, so you just really have the Chiefs to worry about, and who knows, maybe they could even win the AFC West. Like, if anyone remembers, the Chiefs weren't all that last year in the regular season, so there's some room there, especially in the regular season, to kind of make some noise. Now, the playoffs are a whole different story, of course, but, you know, we'll talk about that when they get there. The Chargers are also interested in MVS, so again, that's a nice little piece offensively, especially when you don't really have much. I mean, right now you only have a Quentin Johnson, and he was really, really disappointing last year. A lot of hype coming onto the team last year, but man, he really dropped the ball and just he did not look good. But it's a big year for him too. Like, he's got to make some noise this year. So let me know what y'all think. Are these 2 good signings? What do you think of the Chargers? Do you think they're a playoff team? Do you think they're getting overhyped because of Jim Harbaugh right now? Let me know what y'all think. That's all I got for right now. Peace.
Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense. It's San Diego in for the score. That's his 9th touchdown catch this year. And again, with that touchdown on their latest drive, we have a quarterback zeroing it. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.